This is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Malani Otiololade. The major headlines: terrorism. Retired generals back calls for state of emergency. Petrol remains 865 naira per litre amid Dangote's free delivery. House of Reps Minority Caucus balls over leadership. Dangote begins $2.5 billion fertilizer plant construction in Ethiopia. Sports. Fans defend Osimhen after neck-grabbling brawl. Lookman will struggle at Inter Ferrara. Entertainment. Imisi emerges winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10. Adekunle Gold brings Yinka Ayefele on stage, moves fans to tears in Lagos. News in detail. Terrorism. Retired generals back calls for state of emergency. Some retired senior military officers have backed the call by former Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, for the declaration of a state of emergency to effectively address the Boko Haram insurgency. In his new book, Scars, Nigeria's Journey and the Boko Haram Conundrum, Irabo argued that the absence of political will had hindered Nigeria's response to the insurgency, stressing that an emergency proclamation backed by the National Assembly would mobilize all elements of national power towards ending the war. Commenting on Irabo's proposal, Brigadier General Peter Arrow, retired, described it as apt and born out of deep operational and strategic experience. He said a properly declared and legislatively backed state of emergency would give coherence and urgency to the fight against insurgency. Colonel Saka Folusho also said there was nothing wrong in declaring a state of emergency on insecurity. Petrol remains 865 naira per litre amid Dangote's free delivery. Despite receiving petrol at 820 naira per litre with no logistics cost, partners of the Dangote refinery have yet to reduce pump prices at their filling stations. Findings on Sunday revealed that ADEN, AP, MRS, and other major partners continued to sell petrol at 865 naira per litre, apart from a few MRS outlets in Lagos that adjusted their price to 841 naira per litre. Most stations maintained the previous rates. The MRS station at Alakore experienced long queue as motorists rushed to buy petrol at 841 naira, while others along the same axis sold for 865 naira per litre. However, at the MRS station in Olowotedo, along the Mowoiba for axis of Ogun State, petrol sold for as high as 875 naira per litre. Aiden offered 863 naira, while Adova and others retained prices between 865 naira and 870 naira per litre. House of Reps Minority Caucus balls over leadership. The simmering crisis within the Minority Caucus of the House of Representatives has boiled over ahead of tomorrow's resumption of plenary. Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda, PDP Rivers, under threat of removal from a section of minority members, obtained an injunction stopping the leadership of the House and the Minority Caucus from removing him. He is targeted for removal because of his affiliation with Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, it was learnt. Today, members of the caucus have slated a crucial meeting to decide Chinda's fate. The meeting, billed for one of the conferences rooms in the House of Representatives wing of the National Assembly, is expected to be attended by all caucus members. Dangote begins $2.5 billion fertilizer plant construction in Ethiopia. The President's Chief Executive of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has led the groundbreaking of a $2.5 billion fertilizer plant in Gode, Ethiopia. A statement by the Dangote Group on Sunday said the project, a partnership between the Dangote Group and Ethiopian Investment Holdings, with a production capacity of 3 million metric tons of urea annually, is expected to become one of the world's largest fertilizer complexes. Located in Ethiopia's southeast region, it is expected to leverage the country's abundant natural gas resources from the Ilal and Korlab reserves to boost agricultural productivity, create jobs, and enhance food security across the Horn of Africa. Speaking at the ceremony, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed was said to have described the fertilizer project as more than just industrial progress, stressing that it symbolizes shared responsibility, cooperation, and peace. Police arrest 5 suspects over deadly Lagos court clash. The police command in Lagos State has arrested 5 suspected cultists following a violent clash between rival groups in Onireke and Ishashi Badagry. Command spokesperson SP Abimbola Adebisi confirmed the arrest in a statement on Sunday in Lagos. She said the suspects aged between 28 and 43 were apprehended during a coordinated operation that prevented further violence and restored calm to the communities. Police responded to a distress call around 10 p.m. on Saturday, reporting a clash between rival cult groups in Onireke and Ishashi, Adebisi stated. The Now report on Monday quoted Adebisi as saying, the tactical team and detectives swiftly arrived at the scene, rescuing 3 victims who were taken to the hospital for urgent medical care. Sadly, one of the victims was confirmed dead by the doctor on duty at Badagry General Hospital, she added. Adebisi noted that the police raided the area, leading to the arrest of 5 suspects allegedly involved in the attack and killing. (2027) Presidency. Jandor warns Jonathan against contesting. Lead visionary of Lagos for Lagos movement, Dr. Abdulaziz Adediran, popularly known as Jandor, has urged former President Goodluck Jonathan not to heed calls to contest for presidency in 2027. Adediran, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in 2023, gave this advice in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria on Sunday in Lagos. He said Jonathan would be taking a political risk by contesting, predicting it would be reduced to a minor by President Bola Tinubu at the polls. Adediran urged Jonathan to stay in retirement, saying those telling him to run against Tinubu were deceiving him. He said Tinubu is a master in the game of politics, who, according to him, cannot be defeated by Jonathan or any other figure in 2027. Sports. Fans defend Osimhen after neck-grabbing brawl. Some sections of fans have risen in defense of Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen, following a tense on-field altercation with Emirhan Topçu during a heated Turkish Super League Istanbul derby on Saturday. Tempers flared at Rams Park as Osimhen and Topçu clashed during Galatasaray 1-1 draw with Besiktas. The incident occurred in the 39th minute when Osimhen appeared to be fouled in an aerial challenge, but referee Yasin Cole waved play on. Frustrated by the decision, the Nigerian forward confronted Topçu and seemed to grab him by the neck, before players from both teams quickly intervened to calm the situation. The flashpoint has since sparked widespread debate among fans and pundits alike. While some criticized Osimhen for losing his composure, others defended his reaction, insisting that he was provoked and that his fiery passion was a reflection of his competitive spirit. Toy Square wrote on X, Zlatan punched teammates, Balotelli fought coaches, Suarez bite humans, and they still played for elite clubs. If you think attitude is why no big team wants him, you are not watching football. You are watching a fantasy league in your head. Lookman will struggle at Inter Ferrari. Former Italian football Ciro Ferrari has stirred fresh debate after claiming that Nigeria international Ademola Lookman would have struggled for game time had he completed his much-publicized summer move to Inter Milan. Lookman's potential switch to Inter dominated headlines throughout the summer transfer window, with the forward reportedly informing Atlanta of his desire to leave. The saga dragged on for weeks, reaching a boiling point when Lookman publicly demanded a transfer and boycotted training for more than a week in an attempt to force the move. Despite Inter agreeing personal terms with the Nigerian, including a proposed 5-year deal, Atlanta CEO Antonio Pecasi refused to approve the transfer, maintaining that while Lookman had been promised an exit in 2025, the club would not sell him to a Serie A rival. The decision enraged the Super Eagles star, who accused the club of going back on their word. In protest, he embarked on a 2-week strike, skipped training sessions without medical justification, and wiped all Atlanta-related content from his social media accounts. Undeterred, Atlanta rejected Inter's final €45 million offer, prompting the Nerazzurri to abandon negotiations and redirect their attention elsewhere. Now, with the dust settled, Ferreira has reignited the conversation, suggesting that even if the move had materialized, Lookman might have struggled to fit into Christian Chuvi's tactic system and would likely have spent most of his time on the bench. Lookman would have been on the bench at Inter. To insert it, he would have had to change a lot, starting with the formation. The 58-year-old was quoted by Nerazzurri. Kwara Kwara sacked coach after NPFL pumped cup defeats. Kwara United have parted ways with head coach Tunde Sani following the team's recent poor run of form, which saw them lose both in the Nigeria Premier Football League and the CAF Confederation Cup. The Harmony Boys suffered a 1-0 home defeat to Abia Warriors on Sunday in Ilorin, days after being knocked out of the CAF Confederation Cup by Ghana's Asante Kotoko on a 5-3 aggregate. The results have left the club's management frustrated, prompting immediate action. Confirming the development, club chairman Kumbi Titiloye told the club's media that Sonny had been asked to step aside as technical advisor. He added that assistant coach Ashifat Laimon would take charge of the team with immediate effect. Entertainment. Imisi emerges winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10. Imisi Ayanwale on Sunday emerged as the winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10, taking home 80 million naira in cash as part of the 150 million naira grand prize after an exciting final that wrapped up months of drama, laughter, and unforgettable moments. She won with 42.8% of the votes, followed by Dede with 15.94%, Koyi with 15.23%, Sultana with 7.94%, Kola with 5.48%, Jason J with 4.84%, Mensa with 3.54%, Isabella with 3.07%, and K Bobo with 1.72%. The humorous and outspoken housemates, who enjoyed massive support from a loyal fan base known as Ijoba 606, beat strong contenders including Dede, who finished as first runner-up, as well as Koyi, Kola, Isabella, and K Bobo. Known for her witty remarks and playful personality, Imisi became a fan favorite for her comic timing, authenticity, and ability to lighten tense moments in the house. Adekunle Gold brings Yinka Ayefele on stage, moves fans to tears in Lagos. Singer Adekunle Gold stirred emotions and excitement during his Lagos album listening party when he invited gospel legend Yinka Ayefele to join him on stage. In a touching display of respect, Adekunle Gold prostrated before Ayefele, drawing loud cheers from the audience. The moment became even more electrifying when the duo performed Ayefele's evergreen hit, Many People, evoking nostalgia among fans both at the venue and online. As Adekunle Gold rose to his feet, he pulled Ayefele into a warm embrace, prompting another round of applause and admiration from the crowd. Fans flooded social media with emotional reactions to the performance. Recap of the major headlines. Terrorism. Retired generals back calls for state of emergency. Petrol remains 865 naira per litre amid Dangote's free delivery. House of Reps Minority Caucus balls over leadership. Dangote begins $2.5 billion fertilizer plant construction in Ethiopia. Sports. Fans defend Osimhen after neck-grabbing brawl. Lookman will struggle at Inter, Ferrara. Entertainment. Imisi emerges winner of Big Brother Naija Season 10. Adekunle Gold brings Yinka Ayefele on stage, moves fans to tears in Lagos. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091-2222-7433. Special thanks to the news producer, Olanreti Olusegun. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanreti Ololade. Have a productive Monday. God bless Ifako Jai.
Looking for reliable brand for import and export, logistics and cargo services, ticket booking, or general merchandising? At Divine and Grace Enterprises, they specialize in seamless global trade, efficient cargo handling, top-notch travel support, and trusted merchant services. Whether it's getting your goods across borders, booking a flight, or managing cargo with precision, they deliver with speed, reliability, and care. You can visit them at Nako Export Warehouse, International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. You can contact them on 0803-406-1483, 0817-287-4375. or email it divineandgraceenterprises@gmail.com.